Welcome, parents and caregivers. I am Maddie Standring, and this presentation is to inform you on your students' learning for this year in health and physical education. At South Lake Senior High School, our school values inclusive learning, mental well-being, and respect for each other. And I am going to embed this into our classes. A bit of class context is there are 29 students, 13 of those are girls, 16 of them are boys, all with a range of different physical abilities, all new to high school as they're in year 7, and with a lot of diverse students in there. During this presentation, I will explain the content in the curriculum, a bit of the importance of having HPE in schools, and go through a bit of student learning and assessment and reporting. So implementing health and physical education into schools is extremely important. For health literacy is really important for maintaining healthy lifestyles, emotional regulation for managing one's emotions, as well as being aware of the emotions of others around them and how to manage that. Also, with staying safe, we're going through safe practices. This includes online as well as help-seeking strategies. So in PE, it is extremely important for students to get to 1 hour of moderate to vigorous physical activity a day, which is recommended by the World Health Organization. Any chance that these students get in our class, we want them to get as much physical activity as they can. We want engagement and participation high so that we know that some students meet these physical guidelines. We know that not all students have the ability to do this. As well as that, there are a range of benefits for physical activity, that including mental health benefits, connecting students, improving confidence, and improving their academics. Integrating these two, health and physical education, has its benefits as well, including creating these students to set up their healthy behaviours, and also reinforcing their learning through continued content. So our content this year directly aligns to SCARSA curriculum. We've got in term 1, personal and identity and changes, which is very relevant for our year 7s as they're going to be facing lots of changes in this time of puberty, as well as new schools and just new people in general. In term 2, we'll be focusing on staying safe. Term 3, healthy and active communities. And then term 4 is the interaction with others. So that sort of decision making, empathy, respectful relationships. For physical education, we've got movement skills, understanding movement, and interpersonal skills. And all of these will be taught through these sports in semester 1 and 2. So we've got our interpersonal skills and our communication skills will be shown directly through gameplay and how students interact in these game sense scenarios. And then the movement skills will be more the tactical drills that we have and their technique assessments. So Lev Vygotsky is a education theorist that came up with the theory constructivism, and that is when students learn through their social interactions. We've got through collaboration and meaningful experiences also. I believe that this is very much a way of how students learn, because it creates supportive, inclusive, and engaging environments where students can ask questions, take risks, and participate. in order for them to learn. In health and physical education, this includes creating those safe environments, allowing those collaborative group tasks, and to promote these meaningful connections to learning. My philosophy and my teaching goal is to create confident, capable, and curious students who feel motivated to question, explore, and continue their learning throughout their lives. Not only to develop their physical skills and knowledge, but also building that resilience and the self-belief and positive habits for their long-term physical and mental well-being. How students learn and some goals. Students learn directly through being engaged and motivated. To do that, we will utilize the self-determination theory by Ryan and Detchi. This includes having autonomy, so student choice, relatedness, so having connectivity between social groups, having those collaborative activities, and competence, so being able to believe that themselves can participate and do the activity. Learning is also through visual and verbal and practical, so visual demonstrations, verbal explanations. We've also got feedback. This should be ongoing and positive reinforcement, as well as individual feedback and whole class feedback. Corrective feedback as well to support their skill development. Some goals I have for students this year is to be actively participating in class. This is having a change of clothes. And we also want some leadership roles. I want to see some students step up and take some leadership. So differentiation for the different classes. In health, I'm going to have differentiation of worksheets. We're going to have some more challenging worksheets and some more supported worksheets with some scaffolding in the questions. We've got visual aids, so videos, pictures, diagrams. This will be used constantly in all my health lessons. Verbal instruction as well. We can differentiate this by scaffolding, by continuing questioning for students who need more of a challenge. Also, collaborative learning, we'll have individual learning as well, so different modes of learning and different modes of assessments too. We'll have some written assessments, some tests, some presentations. For physical education, we'll have adjustments of equipment, so sizes and weightings and size of boundaries. We can make a smaller boundary if they need more support. Also, that with the use of individual, partner, and group work. Drill differentiation, making it more challenging, making it more supported depending on what the students require. It will meet the students at their point of needs. And this will be individualized for each student. Technology in class. So we're going to be using technology in class as it is an exceptional tool for learning. It also engages students really well as they're obsessed with technology. So we're going to deliver information to students through utilizations of PowerPoint presentations, videos, online resources, and apps. Students will engage in their learning through ICT in ways such as creating their own videos, accessing quizzes, and interactive websites. And we will also have some assessment in using technology. So we've got a PowerPoint of prevention measures, and then we're going to have a filmed modified gameplay. For assessment, it is ongoing. We're going to have some formative assessments. So this is ongoing monitors to improve learning, questions, observations, discussions during gameplay, having exit tickets. All these are developed constantly and consistently through classes. We will also have some summative assessments. These are the more set in stone assessments, such as your health books, your end of term tests. We'll have a couple of assignments and group assessments. These assessments are all varied and inclusive, also age appropriate for the Year 7s. Students will be assessed both theoretically and practically, and we'll also have some student reflection and individual assessment through that sense. Student progress and learning. So we'll do this through parent-teacher interviews. This is at the end of each semester. Also, you guys can set one up with me on request. Also, I'll do progress reports in term 1 and 3. So this is before the semester reports, just so you guys are aware of how your students are going. Semester reports will stay as normal, semester 1 and 2. I will contact you if your student is at risk of failing, if there are any behavior concerns, or any other concerns regarding the student. You can contact me and the school whenever you'd like, whenever you have any concerns or questions. Contact me if your concerns are relating to HPE lessons and assessment, or your students' progress in HPE, and ways that you would like to support your child in class or at home that you think would benefit them. Contact the school if it's in regards to absences, medical updates, permission forms, or urgent matters. Thank you very much today, and I look forward to teaching your kids this year.